Hello and welcome back to this channel. Today's going to be a very fun video because today we are going to be doing another informational tour. Now since we do another informational tour every single day talking about new stuff, I kind of want to spice it up and I'll be kind of talking about what I'm going to be doing different for this informational tour for this video. And before we do, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you do not miss out on a video, and please like this video. Let's go and start today's video. Alright, since we are going to be talking about the aquaponics the most, I'm going to save that for the very end of today's video. We have a little bit of some watering to do. Not all the plants because some of them still are a little too wet. And like, we will have to add some more water to the strawberry plants. We will definitely have to water the peas so the germination rate is a little bit higher still. We will have to water some plants over here for these to grow a lot more. And then we will definitely have to water the strawberries because those are starting to dry out a little bit with the fan on them now. So, going straight over to the strawberries. We have so much progress throughout the strawberries. A ton of leaves starting to grow, and I really feel like they're all starting to thrive. I am a little bit nervous about some of these more little plants, but kind of looking at these ones, I really feel like those are absolutely thriving. And then we're gonna be going over to the oregano, which is up on shelf. This is doing so much better. I really feel like now that the plants are starting to grow really well, they're just like, as they get bigger, the roots get bigger and a lot more just healthier, a lot more just stronger. So I really feel like lately, the past like 3 days, the plants have grown so much more. We've seen more growth than we've seen for the last 2 weeks on these plants, which is absolutely crazy. The cilantro, I'm gonna let those go a little bit longer, but I really feel like they're gonna slowly start to die out because I really feel like the cups are going to be starting to get really just too full of roots. And I'll probably do a little bit of watering on that, not a ton. But going down to the flowers, I'll probably just go ahead and get rid of the flowers within the next 3 or 4 days, including the lavender. And then we have peas. If you guys want to check out pretty much the process of getting the peas all ready, you can check that out. We have 2 layers. We have coconut coir on top, a very thin layer of coconut coir. So that's kind of what we decided to do to kind of prevent gnats from forming even more and absolutely thriving on the moist and wet soil. So far it's actually working pretty good. There's still some spots I do need to cover up a little bit better, but other than that, I really feel like it's going to work pretty good. Then going down, we have a lot of progress over here. We have bunching onions. The bunching onions are actually planned to go into aquaponics, even though they don't really like a lot of water. I've kind of just started the plants off with a lot of water and they pretty much thrive. So it'll just be a learning process. If they would happen to grow fully, then yay. If they don't, then we still learn something and we won't do that in the future. Then going over to the rosemary, I really feel like the rosemary is done so good. We've grown it once from seeds before, and I really feel like the plant started to turn into more of a vine plant, which is really weird. Maybe it was just a seed, but these are forming so well. I'm so incredibly excited about that. Then going down to the strawberries, they're all in the cups. I think I'm gonna go ahead and water them a lot more. Same with the tomatoes. The tomatoes are gonna be going in different pots, like those pots, and probably 3 or 4 days from when this video is going to be posted. But I really feel like the strawberries kind of hurt the plants a little bit more and put stress on the plants to put all its energy from the lights and the roots and all the water to the strawberries to make them taste as good as possible. We did end up taking all of them off except one that was very close to ripening, so we let that ripen, and then we tried that on the channel. It was very good. But I really do want to eventually take all of them out of the pots and put them in these containers because I really do want those strawberry plants to be more permanent in the grow room, greenhouse. So yeah, that's also something I do want to kind of talk about. We're not really going to be calling it a grow room much anymore because we've had some interesting comments on that. If you guys want to check those comments out, you can do so. I'm not going to be saying them exactly out loud, but we all know how those comments are. So, pretty much all of this is done being talked about. We do have to water some stuff, so we will come back to that at the very end of today's video. But looking at the aquaponics. Now, before I do kind of talk about everything we did yesterday, please check that video out if you have not, because pretty much everything we did that is big we did yesterday. So we ended up getting 15 older fish yesterday, which I'm very, very excited about. So we're going to go ahead and kind of slide the camera through the plastic or the netting and then just check that out. Pretty much all the fish are hiding right now, which is pretty cool, but also a little bit sad because it doesn't make good videos. But I'm just happy we haven't had any dead fish today, which is so incredibly exciting. Because if you guys saw our other channel, or if you guys saw our other video, we ended up getting 10 fish 4 days ago. Our biofilter ended up failing like 3 different times from just leaks and having to go in on like an emergency shutdown really quick so the electrical equipment does not get wet, and then the entire room goes down in flames. So we ended up turning off everything water pump related, and then we just had to go through some other filters. That was a long 3 days. Pretty much none of the fish made it except one, which so far is absolutely thriving. Actually, that one has a lot of energy. It's pretty much calmed down lately. I haven't seen it going around a lot lately, but when we put in the new fish, the fish got really excited. And yeah, so I'll be talking about those a lot on the channel. Very, very excited to do some amazing videos with that. And then going over to the basil, we have so much happening over here. Just so much happening throughout the entire system. Basil, very, very excited about that because if you guys look at the plants look so healthy. But check that out. They are growing roots. Now, that sounds like an obvious thing, like, yeah, plants are going to grow roots. But if you guys have been with the channel for months, we've had so many problems. We've had about 5 failed harvests from this. It always starts off like this, except the roots look a lot better now. So I'm very, very happy about that, and I really think with the biofilter now and algae starts to happen, I can filter it out and clean it out really, really quick. So very, very excited about that. But the strawberry plants, I haven't checked the roots yet today, but looks like, yep, they're growing new roots. Check that out. Now, I talked about that a little bit on the channel. They did have a little bit of just the roots were burnt a little bit from the new area, but yeah. Well, this is funny. So that just happened. Well, so pretty much what we're going to be doing is we have 2 systems. We have an aquaponics system and we have a hydroponic system. The hydroponic system working perfectly fine, but the thing is, I want to see which one is better. I want to see if the aquaponic system is better, so we have stuff growing in pretty much the same things, same grow lights, but different system designs. One is using just a kind of a liquid-based nutrients, and the other one is using fish waste for extremely rich plant nutrients. So I really want to do a test to see if aquaponics is better than hydroponics. So that'll be a very, very fun topic for the next like 4 months. But so far, checking out all the plants, it looks like aquaponics might absolutely destroy the other plants. Now, that's also with I've only looked at one plant so far in the last few minutes, so that could change stuff. But the roots seem a little bit bigger, especially that one. And that one's, I need to put that one farther down into the pod. But yeah, so that's looking very, very, very exciting. Now, the pump is a lot stronger than the other ones I've used. So sadly, the water is going to be a lot higher on the plant. So I really hope that doesn't cause any problems. But those roots look really, really good. Very excited about that. Just kind of skimming through this really quick. I don't see any problems yet, and I probably won't for a while, but well, that's at pretty much the very top. Interesting. So there's that one, looks all right. I feel like Buttercrush usually has We'll have some problems in that area. So I might try to turn that a little bit because I feel like it might empty out a little bit later on. But going down parsley, okay, the parsley's doing pretty good. Kind of just giving a second to just skim over all of them. I really feel like so far I probably will not do tango lettuce in the future. I really feel like so far it just doesn't do as good as other varieties of lettuce. So I might switch out the tango lettuce with oak leaf next. Going over to the hydroponics, let's check out some of these ones. We got oregano. We got cilantro right here. Now you're probably thinking, oregano wasn't over there. Cilantro wasn't over there. Some of those things we were growing for other videos, but basil and some other stuff here and there will be the deciding factors of this topic. I also want to do strawberries with this later on, but probably not till the systems are a lot better, because the strawberries are more of a prized plant, a lot harder to kind of maintain like this. And yeah, so now that I've talked for quite some time, we just have one last plant to check up on, which is going to be the tomatoes. They look pretty good. They are definitely growing some new roots, so that is very, very exciting. Also, I really just want to say this really quick. For everyone that's kind of noticed a huge change in our content, I really want to talk about that for a second before we do other stuff. Alright, so kind of talking about the content lately, we've been really trying to upgrade our content. It takes a lot longer to make the content because I spent about 6 hours yesterday making one video. So that's why I've mentioned it so many times, because it's my first time making that kind of a video. We've really upgraded our content really quickly. So we're starting to put B-roll when I'm talking, so it's not super boring. It's just something I really want to do now that the channel is starting to get a lot bigger. Now 6 videos or 6 hours to make one video, and I really want to post 2 videos a day. That's not possible. I'm only awake like 14-15 hours of the day, so that's not going to work. Plus I have to make videos for tropical and all of those, so I have to think of another plan. I think every so often I'll kind of do a bigger video here and there and just do one video for the day. But most of the time I'll try to do an okay video, not extremely fancy, but not extremely boring. So pretty much the plan is I really want to do kind of like an informational video, or more of a dumb type of video, like kind of like today, where I'm just kind of vlogging while I'm doing just normal daily maintenance type of stuff to make sure the plants are still getting what they need. To be honest, those pots look a little overwatered. I'll do kind of like a dusting of water. This probably needs some water though. So pretty much, like, I really do want to start putting a lot more work into the channel and making even better content for you guys. So we're going to be working with the aquaponics a lot more. Probably most of our videos will be aquaponics for quite some time. So I just want to give that for a heads up really quick. So definitely a lot of big things happening for just the grow room. So I'm trying to figure out money situations, because right now this channel you guys are watching this on is not monetized. Probably will not be for a little bit longer, but I'm trying to figure out some things. So I'm working with Lego Investing right now, and I'm thinking I might put maybe like 20% of just the profit towards the room. Not something super significant, but just a little bit of some stuff so I can do a big video here and there and just put some stuff towards some bigger upgrades, and like maybe solar panels, maybe going green on some zones. Maybe half the hydroponic system, probably not the fish tank, could go and run off of like just solar energy. Now I might consider getting a backup system for the fish later on if I get a lot more fish, but right now that is just extra stuff that I don't need to worry about right now. So definitely a lot of great plans to do. I really want to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. If you guys want me to do videos like this a lot too, or if you guys want me to kind of just do videos like this here and there and just do really more fancy videos, I'd really love to hear what you guys think. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up a lot more pots, kind of like that, because strawberries need moist soil, not soaked. So I'm not gonna fill it up to the very top. I'm just gonna fill it up a little bit at the bottom. Plus, it's gonna get insanely cold in the next few days, so I'm gonna kind of have to prep. It's supposed to get like -2 in like 3 nights, so I'm gonna have to prep the systems, because at that point I can't keep a constant temperature of like 70 degrees. It will hit about 52 for the top temperature in here. Not talking about the high temperature for the day. A little bit worried about having some problems in there. I might have to kind of put the fish in a different thing really quick for one night and hope for the best for the plants to maybe survive that. But yeah, so this is going to be the end of the video. So I would really love it if you would subscribe. Maybe hit the bell notification on all so you do not miss our video. And please like this video. I'd really strongly recommend hitting the bell notification on all, because we are really going to work on some absolutely insane content in the next few weeks, trying to make it as best as possible and doing as just hard of work as possible for me to create the best work I can give to you guys, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I just really want to give a second to thank you all for watching today's video and supporting this channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we post next. Peace.